Hello everyone, welcome back once more for the continuation of the lesson motion. In the previous class, we have discussed about physical quantities called distance traveled and displacement. In this video, we will discuss about some questions given in the lesson as we continue. So these three questions which are on the screen, we will discuss one by one. First question. An object has moved through a distance. Can it have zero displacement? If yes, support your answer with an example. The answer is yes, the object can have zero displacement. Let us see how. Let us see an example. So this is an example which we have discussed in one of the previous videos, where a player goes from P to Q, Q to R, R to S and S to P, back to P. So the initial point P and the final point is also P. So the displacement will be 0. So this example proves that the displacement can become 0. That will be the answer for our first question. Let us have a look at the second question. A farmer moves along the boundary of a square field of side 10 meter in 40 seconds. What will be the magnitude of displacement of the farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds from his initial position? The answer goes like this. The displacement will be equal to 10 into root 2 meters. Now let us try to understand the solution for the above question. Let us try to understand the question little better. Now the field is square in shape, right? So one side is 10 meters, all the other sides are also 10 meters each. Now what is the total perimeter of this field? It is going to be 40 meters, and it is given that the farmer takes 40 seconds to go around the field once, means it must be 10 seconds for each side. So the total time taken will be 40 seconds, assuming that he takes the same time for covering all the sides, means 10 meter 10 seconds, another 10 meter another 10 seconds, another 10 meter another 10 seconds, and the last 10 meters again in 10 seconds. So 40 meters will be covered in 40 seconds. So if he goes one more round, then let us go to step 2 now. What happens? One more round he goes, second round. If he goes second round now, 40 more meters he goes around and comes back to his original position. But at this time, he has already gone through 80 seconds. 80 seconds means 40 seconds for one round, 40 seconds for second round, totally 80 seconds, which is 1 minute 20 seconds. Now let us have a look at one more round if he goes. If he goes the third round, again comes back to his original position. Now this time, he again courses through the same time through the same distance. So again, he goes through 40 meters and covers in 40 seconds. So in total, he has already taken 120 seconds, which is nothing but 2 minutes. But his displacement remains 0. See, in the first case, the displacement remains 0 after one cycle because the initial and final position is same. In the second one also, in the second round, he comes back to the same position, so his displacement remains 0. In the third case also, he goes one more round and comes back. Again, the displacement remains 0. But what is the total time covered now? It is 2 minutes so far. Now, next, in the next 10 seconds, he covers 10 meters. So, in total, all the 3 rounds together, displacement is 0. Now, he gets about 10 meters displacement here. Only 10 meters displacement, right? This is after 2 minutes 10 seconds. 10 more seconds and he reaches out. Here just observe the pointer, the movement of the pointer. So he moves 10 more meters in 10 more seconds. This gives him total of 2 minutes 20 seconds. So the position of the pointer which you see here, let me mark that point there. So this will be the final position. That will be the final position of the farmer when he has finished his movement. So now the total time taken will be 2 minutes 20 seconds. His initial point is where the laser pointer is pointing to you, and along the diagonal, let me mark the diagonal. See, the diagonal shows the shortest distance between the initial point and the final point. That is nothing but the diagonal of a square, which becomes the hypotenuse for the triangle formed by the diagonal for the square. See, any diagonal when you draw to a square, it forms two triangles, two congruent triangles. Let us see the upper triangle now. In the upper triangle, two sides 10 meters each. Then what will be the length of the hypotenuse? By applying Pythagoras theorem, we come to know that the answer is 10 root 2. Hence, total displacement of the farmer is 10 root 2. Let us go for the third question. Third question says, which of the following is true for displacement? It cannot be 0. Its magnitude is greater than the distance travelled by the object. See, in question A it says it cannot be 0. So answer is false. Why? Because just in question number 1 we have seen that the displacement can be 0. So this statement is false. Let us go to the second one. Its magnitude is greater than the distance travelled. See, from the previous examples that we have discussed, especially in the previous video where we discussed about distance travelled and displacement, if you observe the values, we come to know that the displacement is either equal or lesser than distance travelled. Let me explain to you once more using the diagram. See, in this diagram, I hope you remember from the previous video, the sportsman starts from P to Q. When he moves from P to Q, his distance travelled is 400. See here, from P to Q, distance travelled is 400. So is the displacement. Both are equal. Let us talk about when the player goes from P to Q, Q to R. At that time, see this, the distance travelled is 700, whereas the displacement is 500. What about when the player goes from P to Q, Q to R, R to S? At that time, the total distance travelled is 1100, whereas displacement is 300. And the final case where the person runs from P to Q, Q to R, R to S and S back to P. In that last case, his total distance travelled is 1400, whereas the displacement is 0. If you have a look at all the values of displacement, you will see that either it is equal to distance travelled or always lesser than the distance travelled. Therefore, displacement cannot be greater than the distance travelled.